Hey y'all, Joe here, coming to you once again from the porch. A little bit different video tonight. I'm just going to be talking about some personal stuff, kind of. Not like crazy personal, like, hey, here's my new rash. No, just a little bit of health stuff, actually. A little bit of life stuff, just some general stuff. In the second half of this video, I'm going to talk about some of the cool products that I like. I got some stuff on display back behind me here. I'm going to show off some of that stuff. Talk about some of the odds and ends that I've enjoyed using with my ukulele playing so far, as I've been learning. So, without further ado, as far as this video goes, first of all, my apologies for my absence of over a week on the channel here. That is because of my health issues, which I'm going to segue into here a little bit. I do have some medical issues that actually are part of the reason why I'm playing the ukulele and not doing some of my other hobbies that I've had in the past. I have some medical issues involving chronic pain, chronic fatigue. I'm also bipolar. I have bipolar disorder. So that it leads to some instability in my life, and last 10 years or so have been really rough on me, mostly because of the chronic pain, chronic fatigue issues, and that's aggravated a lot of the manic and depressive symptoms. Good news is I've made a lot of changes in my life, lifestyle changes, dietary changes, changing how I approach the world in a lot of ways. And that's actually helped quite a lot with all of those things. Over the past 10 years, I've lost a lot in terms of what I could do physically and mentally, what hobbies were really good for me, my energy level. I've had to drop to only part-time work. I used to pride myself on working, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. Realized that was part of the issue I was having. So now I do part-time work. My wife, best wife ever, has been amazing at helping really bridge the gap so I can do that part-time work. And we can still support ourselves and our family. We've had some wonderful friends and some support from family that has been really, really beneficial to us to get us to where we are right now. So that's been a blessing. But as far as my health, it's been a challenge. I've made a lot of changes. Things are improving. I apologize for that cut there. We've been having some bad weather, and I want to close the shades out here on the porch a little, the plastic windows out here on the porch a little bit, try to keep some of the water out if it does start to rain any harder. Back to what I was saying about health. I have gotten health. I am getting healthier. I'm feeling better. And the ukulele, honestly, is a great hobby for me because I can practice in small chunks. It's not terribly physically demanding. I do find some of the fret work to be a little difficult on my hands, as I do have some arthritis developing. There's part of the chronic pain. I've been getting a lot of inflammatory type pain, so my hands have been really rough. So that's been tough with the fretboard work. Strumming isn't bad. It seems to give me some pain in the forearm, which again is this arm itself is in not great shape as far as the muscles and tendons and bones and whatnot. So that's that's kind of a small frustration, but I can put it aside. I can come back to it. I've got some lotion I'm going to mention in another video that I like to put on. It's the CBD lotion. I'm a medical marijuana patient, so I do use medical marijuana on a regular basis. That helps a lot with the aches and pains. And that's a big thing for me, is just dealing with those aches and pains. I am a medical marijuana professional these days. I actually work for a dispensary part-time. That's what I do. And I feel like it's really given me a lot of control back in my life, being able to live the kind of life and have the kind of lower pain that I'm looking for without being on a ton of prescription medications. Also, it helps the anxiety, which helps the mood stability from the bipolar disorder. So it's really been very beneficial. So that's a little bit about my health. Now, as far as this last week, I had some really bad pain. We had actually, it's one of the weirdest things, we had a tropical storm move nearby us down here in Florida, and the pressure drop caused an amazing, uh, not in a positive way, but an incredibly intense, inflammatory pain all over my body. Everything that normally gets inflamed got inflamed really bad, I'm assuming because of low pressure, and it was just very, very difficult. I had a really rough day at work. I could barely move by the end of it. Thankfully, I have amazing, understanding coworkers and bosses, and everybody just looked out for me and made sure I was okay, and they're just great, great folks. So that's something I'm extremely thankful for. So that's kind of where I am with my health struggles. And as far as how this dovetails into the ukulele, as I said, it's physically an instrument that I can play. The guitar, I tried to play the guitar years ago, and it was tough on my hands then. I can't imagine how it would be now. But I find that I can actually, I can get my fingers into the ukulele chord shapes, the basics I've been learning so far. I haven't gotten too far into it. But the nylon strings, the low action, the lower tension needed in the fingers, it seems to be something that I can probably do, especially if my health continues to improve a little bit. And I can, maybe figure out something to get this inflammation to stay under control. But that's really been a big thing for me, is finding a hobby that I can enjoy and that I don't feel pressured to be top level amazing at. When I did play disc golf, I didn't keep score. One of the things I just didn't do. I never kept score. I could tell you I was not a very good disc golfer, but I enjoyed it. And I liked playing the game. I had a friend I played with, Duck, a really good friend of mine from back in the day. And I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed playing it. It was physically difficult, though, as the pain got worse. So, that was something I didn't feel I had to excel at, but I still felt I had to at least, put up a good game. With the ukulele, I want to enjoy it. I'm playing it primarily for myself. These videos, whoever's watching them, if you enjoy it, awesome. If not, I've been rambling to a camera for however many minutes I've been doing this. And that's just as good for me, too. So, I'm enjoying my journey into the ukulele. I've, already met new people, on the internet as a result of this. I've found a new sort of common ground with my father, which is kind of nice. He's learning the banjo. My mother's learning the mandolin. My son has decided he wants to take up the harmonica. So that's all been kind of fun stuff around this. I found out that my Nana, who I adore, her mother used to play the ukulele. So, that's kind of a neat connection. So hopefully if I get a little better, I can play a few songs for Nana and she'll enjoy that. So it's been really kind of a way for me to give myself a little bit of joy and maybe bring some joy potentially to others. So it's a good thing. It's a blessing. It's a kindness. And it's something that, even if I'm not good at it, it is good to be doing it. And sometimes that's something we need in life, I think. I think that a lot of people get too obsessed with the idea of excellence at everything. And you don't have to be excellent at everything. You don't have to be excellent at anything. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not a requirement. You can just do things that you enjoy. And if you can do those things well enough to make a hobby of it, awesome, do it. If you can do those things well enough to show off it, show it off. If you can do those things well enough to make a career out of it, and you want to, by all means do that. I feel I'm really good at my job. What I do at work at the dispensary, I feel like I'm pretty capable. I enjoy my work. I enjoy talking to customers, fellow patients, and helping them find the way they can really live their best life, because that's what this is about. That's what life is about. All we've got is this one shot to make the best of this life, to help others live their best lives, and to, if we have children, if we don't have children, to influence the next generation to maybe be better than we were, and to do better, to do more good. Because we haven't yet reached the point in this world where there is too much good or too much love. We're not there yet. Maybe one day we'll get there and we can back off a little, but in the meantime, let's just keep putting out more goodness, more kindness, and more love. And you don't even have to be excellent at anything to do that. It doesn't take excellence. It takes effort. It takes an open heart, open mind. That's it. That's all it takes. Open heart, open mind. A little bit of effort. And it's worth it. Kindness is worth the effort. It truly is. These last 10 years, this last decade has been really rough for me. And I have, as a result, put out a lot of unkindness into the world. I haven't intentionally gone out and harmed anybody. I'm not a mean person. I never was a mean person. But I haven't been the kindest person I could have been. And I don't feel like I'm atoning for that now. I just feel like I'm course correcting. And from this day forward, from every day forward, I'm going to be kinder. And I'm going to try to increase the amount of good that I put out in the world. And that's part of what this channel and this hobby is about. It's about me feeling better, about me doing more good, and about spreading that idea that we should all feel better, be better, and do more good. And I like the idea of random acts of kindness. I think that's a wonderful thought. But I'm also going to put out the idea of non-random, intentional acts of kindness, where you see a need for kindness and you fill that need. And that seems kind of like well, yeah, but we all see need in our lives every day, and we don't necessarily fill those needs. And it's the little things too. It's somebody who needs a kind word, or an ear, a moment of your time, or if you have a job where you're dealing with the public, the customer who needs the extra 5 minutes, or who the older guy or the older gal who might use a walker or a cane, or the younger guy or gal who might use a walker or a cane, or somebody who might have chronic pain and chronic fatigue who doesn't look sick but might be. Give them that moment. Give them that extra second if they need it. The extra kindness, the extra love. It doesn't hurt to be kind. It doesn't. It takes a little bit of effort. Maybe the growth hurts, maybe. Putting out that, stretching yourself out, opening your heart up. The heart's a muscle. You gotta exercise it. You gotta, and I don't mean cardio, I mean the heart that is the soul needs to be exercised. You need to learn, we all need to learn how to be kind, because it's not something that is inherent in our society anymore in a lot of ways. Small kindnesses, large kindnesses, the intentional, everyday act of getting up and choosing to be a kinder person than you were yesterday. To be a kind person in the face of unkindness. To see somebody who is angry at you, who is lashing out at you, and to address that not as their anger, but to address their hurt with kindness. Because chances are, if somebody's angry, something's hurting them. And I'm not saying you can cure every angry person with kindness. It's not a panacea. But you can try. And if they're just a grumpy bastard and you're not going to make them their day any better, well, it'll irritate them that you were kind to them. And, you know, I guess that's karma. But still, you did the act of kindness. And that's gonna, even if it doesn't lift them up, it'll lift you up. So, I know I'm talking in circles, but I think it's important to draw a circle around kindness a few times. Be kind, y'all. Be good. Be kind. I'll be back in a few with another video talking about some cool stuff.